All across America right now, your voting rights are under attack. In 47 states, we've seen over 360 bills offered to restrict your right to vote. You heard about the one in Georgia, signed behind closed doors, that would create new requirements to vote by mail and ban portable polling sites, which are basically mobile voting buses that were securely used in the last election so folks could just vote in their community. They even made it illegal to bring snacks and water to people standing in line, even though they knew in Georgia that in the last election, some folks waited over 10 hours in line to be able to cast their ballots. It's not better in Texas, where there are proposals to limit early voting hours and to ban drive-through polling sites, even though they were also used securely in the last election. Now, the justification being offered for these restrictions is the big lie about voter fraud, which you and I know is just that, a lie. In fact, the Department of Homeland Security said that the 2020 election was the most secure in history. But you want to know another important fact about that election? It had the highest turnout that we've seen in over a century. And I think that is what these bills are really about. They're not about election integrity. They're about the fact that more Americans than ever are participating in our democracy. And some folks just don't want that to be true. But there is a reason to be hopeful. It's called the For the People Act, and it's a bill in the Senate that right now could just stop all of these state-level efforts to play whack-a-mole with your voting rights, simply by setting a federal floor, a minimum standard, so that every state across the country would have to provide same-day voter registration, automatic voter registration, which would bring 50 million eligible Americans onto the rolls. It would create 2 weeks of early voting, so your babysitter's schedule or whether you caught the bus on time running out of work didn't dictate your right to vote. It would restore the franchise to formerly incarcerated people and pre-register 16 and 17-year-olds, so they were automatically on the rolls when they turned 18. It would even just limit voting lines to 30 minutes. It's just about making voting as simple and common sense as it ought to be, and stopping states from being able to pick and choose who gets the right to vote, which matters right now more than ever.